Dog Works Radio is sponsored by Alaska Dog Works. Check out their website at alaskadogworks.com.
Start your day tomorrow with The Daily Dog with Michele Forto, the morning podcast on Dog Works Radio. Apple Podcast reviewer Patty Christensen calls it funny, smart, and filled with all the info I want to know about dogs. I love this show. Wake up with The Daily Dog, available on Dog Works Radio on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to your shows.
You are listening to The Daily Dog with your host, Michele Forto. The Daily Dog offers training advice, tips and tricks, and maybe even a book or movie review, too.
Hello and welcome, everybody. It's Michele Forto with The Daily Dog. Why is a Canine Good Citizen class so important? Recently, I had a client call me and say, Toby is a bad dog. He jumps on people when they greet us. He pulls on the leash and doesn't stay or come when called. What type of training can help us? Our Canine Good Citizen training program would do you both wonders. Recently, many of our clients have been asking, what is CGC and why should my dog be trained for it? The American Kennel Club created the Canine Good Citizen program to demonstrate that all dogs and all owners are capable of learning basic manners both at home and in the community. The CGC program started in 1989 and is a two-part program that stresses responsible pet ownership for owners and basic good manners for dogs. All dogs who pass the 10-step CGC test may receive a certificate from the American Kennel Club. Regardless of lineage, purebred or mixed, all dogs are trainable and qualified to meet the CGC standards. Canine Good Citizen makes for a great first step in training your dog. Over the years, the CGC program has expanded. The CGC Puppy Star program is a terrific way to get to know your puppy and get started on the right track for a well-behaved, well-socialized dog. Recently, the CGC program has added a program called Urban CGC. This is designed for owners with dogs in urban areas and focuses on training the dog along busy sidewalks with traffic noises, ignoring food on sidewalks, and crossing the street properly, even entering and exiting public buildings, stairs, and elevators. The CGC community is another way to train your dog in a more suburban setting. At Alaska Dog Works, we recommend the AKC family of CGC programs for all of our clients. We utilize the original CGC program as the first point of training for dogs who attend our camp program. Dogs Assisting with Grace therapy training program and our lead dog service dog program. Just as the AKC says, we believe that dogs who have a solid obedience education are a joy to live with. They respond well to household routines and have good manners in the presence of people and other dogs. They fully enjoy the company of the owner who took the time to provide training, intellectual stimulation, and a high quality of life. Throughout the summer, we offer training classes for Canine Good Citizen in a group setting, done in the park. If you'd like more information, give us a call. We'd love to hear from you. Up next is the breed of the day. Today's breed of the day is the Canaan Dog. The national breed of Israel dates to biblical times. Drawings found on the tombs of Beni Hassan from 2200 to 2000 BC depict dogs that show an unmistakable resemblance to the Canaan Dog of today. The Canaan Dog was the sentry and herd dog of the ancient Israelites, and in recent times they could be found performing the same functions with nomadic Boudins in various Israeli communities and among the Druze religious sect on Mount Carmel. They were plentiful in the region until the Romans drove the Israelites out of the Holy Land more than 1900 years ago. Dogs sought refuge in the Negev Desert, a natural reservoir of Israeli wildlife, where they survived and for the most part remained undomesticated for centuries. In 1934, Dr. Rudolfina Menzel, a noted Austrian sinologist, immigrated to what was then Palestine and was asked by the Haganah, a Jewish defense organization, to develop a sentry dog for the isolated Jewish settlements and supervise the buildup of war dogs for Israel's War of Independence. Remembering the semi-wild dogs living in the desert, she knew only the fittest would have survived such hardships and began to acquire puppies and adult dogs for redomestication in her breeding program. Naming the breed after the land in which it originated, she found the Canaan Dog proved to be highly intelligent and easily trainable. These dogs soon began to serve as sentry dogs, messengers, Red Cross service dogs, and landmine locators. During World War II, Dr. Menzel recruited and trained more than 400 of the best dogs as mine detectors for the Middle East. These dogs proved superior to mechanical detectors, saving many lives in the process. After the war, Dr. Menzel dedicated her time to helping the blind. In 1949, she founded the Institute for Orientation and Mobility of the Blind, the only one of its kind in the Middle East. The entire Canaan dog breeding program was soon concentrated within the Institute and established under the kennel name of Bienvi Habachan. The breed was first recognized by the Palestine Kennel Club, the forerunner of the Israel Kennel Club, and by 1948, approximately 150 Canaan dogs were registered in their stud book. On September 5, 1965, Ursula Berkowitz of Oxnard, California, imported the first 4 Canaan dogs with the idea of establishing the breed in the United States. Several more Canaan dogs were soon imported, and the breed slowly began to promulgate its existence in the United States. The Canaan Dog Club of America was formed in 1965 and kept the stud book records until the breed's full recognition into the AKC herding group. The Canaan dog, while easily trainable and adaptable to situations, still retains some of its natural reactive qualities. They are territorial and highly suspicious of strangers. They are not a true guard dog, but rather one that will give an alarm if anything is wrong within their territory. Some Canaan dogs do not regard fences as a barrier or perimeter to their territory. A thinking breed, the Canaan dog must be thoroughly socialized, and obedience training is highly recommended, though the breed will balk at repetitive training. Loyal to their family, the Canaan dog regards the human-dog relationship as a partnership. Physically, the Canaan dog will retain its puppy qualities for a very brief time, as its survival in the desert depended upon its fast adult growth. However, its mental and emotional maturity will require another 3 to 4 years, testing an owner's patience and loyalty to the breed. A versatile and agile breed, the Canaan dog can be found in many companion events such as agility, tracking, obedience, and rally. Many Canaan dogs have distinguished themselves in several AKC performance trial level venues, such as herding. While not specifically bred to herd, the Canaan dog does exhibit herding instinct and has a 70 to 80% pass rate in the Canaan Dog Club of America's annual herding instinct tests under AKC judges. The Canaan dog entered the miscellaneous class in June 1989, was registered in the AKC stud book as of June 1, 1997, and was eligible in August of that year to compete in conformation. The temperament of the Canaan dog is alert, vigilant, devoted, and docile with his family, reserved and aloof with strangers, highly territorial, serving as a responsive companion and natural guardian, very vocal, persistent, easily trained. Faults are shyness or dominance towards people. Thanks for tuning in today. Hope you join us next time.
Did you know that Alaska Dog Works trains service dogs for those in need throughout North America? Each and every service dog that is trained through the Lead Dog Service Dog Program and Michele Forto and her team has an individual training plan. We train for autistic, mobility, psychiatric, and PTSD for our soldiers for service work. If you know of someone that may need a service dog, please take a moment and check out Alaska Dog Works on social media and at alaskadogworks.com.
If you like our podcast, there are a few things you can do. You can take a couple of minutes and go to Apple Podcasts and leave us a 5-star review. You can also check out all of our DogWorks Radio sponsors and promotions in our show notes.
Another thing you can do is go over to Facebook, like our Facebook page, and one last thing, please tell all of your friends by spreading the word about DogWorks Radio. Thank you so much for listening to us. We really appreciate you.
DogWorks Radio is produced by Robert Forto. Logo art by Angry Squirrel Studios. DogWorks Radio is produced in conjunction with KVRF 89.7 in Palmer, Alaska.
For dog training advice, you can contact Alaska DogWorks at 907-841-1686 or visit their website at alaskadogworks.com. If you have a show idea or would like to be a guest, please contact us by sending an email to live@dogworksradio.com.